Right now, your body is covered in stripes. Before you rush to the nearest mirror looking for them, there's something important to know. You can't normally see them, but they're there. Hidden across the skin of almost every human being are mysterious patterns known as Blaschko's lines, faint developmental pathways that formed before you were even born. They run across the body in sweeping arcs, curves, and spirals, tracing the routes that skin cells followed while your body was assembling itself inside the womb. Imagine millions of tiny cells spreading across a developing embryo, dividing and migrating like microscopic settlers, expanding across a new continent. As they multiply and move, they leave behind invisible territories. Those territories are what scientists now recognize as Blaschko's lines. They were first described in 1901 by the German dermatologist Alfred Blaschko, who noticed something odd while studying patients with certain skin conditions. The rashes didn't appear randomly. They followed strange, repeating patterns. Across the back, the lines formed V-shaped chevrons. Across the chest and sides, they curved in S-shaped swirls. Across the scalp, they formed spirals. When doctors compared enough cases, a startling realization emerged. The patterns were almost identical from one person to another, which meant the lines weren't caused by disease at all. They were already there. Most of the time, you'll never see them. The pigments and cells in healthy skin are usually uniform enough that the patterns remain hidden. But under certain conditions, including some genetic skin disorders, immune reactions, or pigment differences, the invisible map suddenly reveals itself. A rash appears, and instead of spreading randomly, it travels neatly along the pre-existing lines written into your skin before birth. Dermatologists sometimes describe this moment as the body briefly revealing its blueprint. The result can look almost surreal. Lightning bolts, zebra stripes, whirls, waves. It's as though someone quietly drew an invisible map across your skin before you were born, and then forgot to tell you about it, which leads to an uncomfortable but fascinating realization. Your body isn't just an organized collection of tissues and organs, it's also a historical document. Every part of you carries faint evidence of the moment when millions of cells were racing across a microscopic landscape, building the person you eventually became. And those ancient migration routes are still there, hidden, waiting, running silently across your skin like the ghost of an early construction project, which means that right now, beneath the perfectly ordinary surface of your skin, you are technically a striped animal. You just happen to be wearing the camouflage. The more scientists explore human biology, embryonic development, and the strange patterns written into the body before birth, the more one fact becomes obvious. Humans are weird. If strange science about the human body appeals to you, subscribe to Humans Are Weird, one curious, verified biological fact a day about the peculiar organism you happen to live inside. Because the more we learn about humans, the weirder we get. Feed my curiosity. Weird humans. Share the weirdness here. Share the newsletter.